What's up, guys, and welcome back to Good Time Trading. And today I'm going to be talking about long-term price action in Bitcoin and post-halvening. Um, I already did one video on the halvening dates and its effect on price, um, and I'll put the link to the video down below. So check that one out if you haven't seen it after this one. And so yeah, hopefully I can share some cool stuff with you guys. And like we got the DGAS 4 hour. But anyway, getting back to what I'm talking about. So looking at it, we had our first parabolic run up in Bitcoin. Oh, so this guy right here, and you can see when the uptrend was broken, that was the end of the advance basically for Bitcoin. And then we had another one right here, and then when its parabolic uptrend was broken, Bitcoin was in a downtrend, and then there was another one here, and where a lot of guys probably heard about Bitcoin for the first time. I know I heard about Bitcoin in when it was at about 15K, and I seen a post on Facebook, and they were like, "I'm buying Bitcoin. I finally did it," and that's when I first found out, and I was like, "Man, I don't know about this. I don't think it's gonna keep going. I think I missed it." So I waited patiently for years and watched Bitcoin, and I watched it crash all the way down to 3K, and then on this 20% pump day, I FOMO'd in at 5,000, and then ran it up to 12.5. But that's where I found out about Bitcoin, and yeah, I started learning about TA, and so this parabolic uptrend was broken, and downtrend ever since. So we've had four pretty major parabolic advances in Bitcoin's history. Um, and kind of what I'm getting at is, so I've been looking at this declining volume on the weekly chart, and this is the BLX chart. If you're wondering why it has more price history, uh, I mean, it has more price history than all the other ones. Anyway, looking at this declining volume, uh, nobody is talking about this that I've seen. Um, and I keep up with most Bitcoin YouTubers just because if you don't, there's no telling what you could miss. Plus, I mean, I love it, but I thought I'd share this with you guys, and I think some people did see this little impulse up, but if I can zoom out, hopefully you can still see it. It's still contracting, and so if that means we've been contracting for this long, that means basically since this bottom, it has been contracting, um, and whatever this is. So, but I got a theory on what kind of like hidden pattern we're in. Like I know we're in this one from 13K down, and so if that happened and this did break out, I really can't wait to see it because I feel like I've been waiting on it to break out ever since June of 19. Just kind of been waiting patiently for some volatility. Uh, but yeah, so we got this trend line coming down, and then we also have this guy coming from underneath. So, and then we got this upward sloping trend line, and then we also have this pattern. So, um, technically, if you did the measured move on this pattern, it would be 360% to the upside. And sure enough, that is right in line with the upward sloping price channel, and that's coming in at 50,000. So I put out a video today talking about the stock to flow and how we could potentially get to 100K, but after deep diving into it and getting the measured move, maybe 50,000 is my price target out of this measured move if our downward sloping volume breaks out. And if we draw it out, that should be, if we take this one at the latest April of 2021, or basically August of 2020. So I'm hoping this happens. I'm hoping we go to 50K because I'm from the U.S., so I can't short Bitcoin. So it'd be a lot more fun if it just went straight to 50K. But yeah, I hate to do this, but the downside target is the same, and it's 360%. So yeah, ooh, let's not. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. But yeah, anywhere back to this kind of upward sloping channel down here at 4K, but Bitcoin usually doesn't let you just buy at 4K and it be the bottom, so I'm thinking it'd probably wash some people out at 3K or maybe double bottom at 3,000 if we broke bearish out of it. Okay, but taking that off, we'll get back into kind of what I'm looking at on the long-term stuff. And another thing I was looking at was if you take this and I drew this just by getting the parabolic tool and starting from right to left and kind of playing around with it, and it's hard to do, so I went ahead and did it for you guys. You didn't have to see that. But as I was doing it, I said, hey, what is going on in the middle right here? Because I was looking at it, and if you go another parabolic line tool through the middle, and it takes some playing around to see it, but if you put it and kind of angle it down to here, there's a clear hidden channel that you really can't see unless you do this. Okay, so looking at it, we kind of got this guy coming in like this, and not necessarily back here, but more along the lines of here forward. And then if we try to get it to where we catch this consolidation, kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so maybe you've seen it. And let's see if I can get the circle tool. Maybe I can go it with this. So we have this consolidation right here, and then this consolidation right here, and then also now this consolidation right here, and then this one. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. So you can see we basically accumulate along this channel. Oh man. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess you guys up too bad right there. Oh goodness. I'm gonna get it together in a second, guys. Okay. So, and then, this consolidation, let me tighten this up. And then you kind of had just these buy zones in Bitcoin that just kind of low volatility, steady accumulation, steady little uptrend. So what I'm thinking is, after putting all the pieces together, what we've been doing the past, ever since we put in kind of the bottom in December, we've just been consolidating along the bottom upward sloping channel and on this middle basis line, the red line, and just a upward sloping consolidation until the halvening, and then the moonshot, and then you had an upward sloping consolidation until the halvening, and then the moonshot. But as you can see, these consolidations, this one took this long, and then this one was longer, and so now this one was shorter. Um, but if we're saying if they're getting longer over time, and this is kind of experimental, but maybe we keep going upward sloping consolidation for a little while? Or do we say, is this all just one consolidation right here in a hidden consolidation pattern with the declining volume, and this little pump up was just kind of like a fake out? And so, yeah, maybe the move hasn't happened, and we're going to just jump back up above the basis line and put in another parabolic advance. And that would line up with the breakout of the pattern and the this trend line coming down, coming to a finish, just like this guy came down, and then this guy came down, and then we had this guy coming down. So now we got this guy coming down. But if you're looking at it, it's like, well, the bull run's already started once we break the first one. Bull run, and that's so once we broke it, 30,000%, and then once you broke it here, 9,000%, and then once you broke it here, only 300%. So it's like, hey, that doesn't add up to the past. What's going on? So it went from 30,000 to 10,000. So if we take a third of that, of 9,000, that'd be 3,000%. So maybe 100K. So anywhere between 100 and 50,000, I think, is pretty likely. But if we know we started the bull run after we broke this trend line, and then a bull run after this one, that means we started the bull run back in April of 19, and I think we just went up too fast, and everything got too hot and overheated, and we had to cool off. And now I think we have cooled off, but I do think that we might need another cool off break before we have another push up. And so, yeah. Or if this one gets broken, maybe we have another mini bull run up to 30K. But it's looking bullish, guys. The happenings happened. And yeah, what's next is a small pullback and then a life-changing money, hopefully, up to the top of my channel is 37,000. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm pretty sure we'll get clarity as soon as this guy has a big breakup. So everybody hold your horses and look for a big volume spike in Bitcoin to go to the moon, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for more content. And if you're new, please like and subscribe, and tell me what you're thinking in the description below. The comments below. And have a great day, guys. Thank you.